This is Spark. He's a helpful robot who loves to learn, but today he's a bit puzzled. He just received a letter from a child asking a very big question. Why is the sky blue? Even though Spark is a highly advanced computer, he has a problem. He doesn't actually know how to read English. To him, letters and words are just shapes on a page. When Spark looks at human language, he doesn't see sentences. He sees a scrambled mess of strange symbols and long strings of numbers. To answer the child's question, Spark has to become a detective. He needs to find a way to make sense of all these scrambled human symbols. Spark's first step as a detective is to break long words down into tiny, manageable chunks. These little pieces are much easier for his computer brain to handle. Think of it like taking a long word and seeing it sliced into 3 distinct jigsaw puzzle pieces. Each piece is a little clue that helps him understand the whole. Every word we speak is just a combination of these visual pieces. When they click together in different ways, they build new words and new ideas. To learn how to speak, Spark doesn't need to learn complicated grammar rules. He just needs to figure out which puzzle pieces are most likely to click together next. To learn how the puzzle works, Spark has to study examples. He needs to look at almost every story, book, and article ever written. He spends his time scanning through millions of pages at lightning speed. He's building a massive memory bank of every pattern he can find. In reality, these magical libraries are massive rooms filled with server racks. These supercomputers provide the power Spark needs to process all that information. This is how Spark plays his guessing game. Because he's seen it a million times, he knows that a blue puzzle piece labeled peanut is almost always followed by a red piece labeled butter. Spark isn't actually thinking about lunch. He's playing a super fast mathematical game, using the patterns he memorized to predict what comes next. But there's a catch. Because Spark is only playing a guessing game, he sometimes guesses completely wrong. If you ask him a hard math question, he might throw out random numbers that look right, even if the pieces don't fit the logic. This is called a hallucination. It happens when Spark makes something up just to keep his guessing game moving forward. Simply reading the internet isn't enough. Spark needs a bit more help to understand when he doesn't actually have the answer. To help Spark improve, human teachers take him to robot school. They give him manners class to teach him how to be a truly helpful assistant. These teachers show Spark that it's better to politely say, "I don't know," than to guess and get it wrong. They also give Spark a special tool belt. He uses these gadgets for tasks that are too hard for his pattern guessing game to solve alone. If he needs to count or solve a math problem, he can pull out a calculator or search the web to find the exact right piece instead of just guessing. Human training and these specialized tools provide the rules Spark needs to be a reliable helper. Now, Spark returns to the child's letter. Why is the sky blue? He searches through the memory bank of patterns he learned from science books and textbooks. Spark picks out the right pieces and begins snapping them together, one by one, to explain how sunlight and air create that bright blue color. Spark is a magical, super fast puzzle solver, but you will always be the boss who decides which puzzle to solve next.